Hello everyone. Today I'm reviewing Transformers Alternators Decepticon Rumble. Can't decide on which color Rumble is? Hasbro made the decision for you. Deal with it. As we can see on the packaging, Rumble is a Honda Civic SI. Don't let that beautiful box art deceive you. You'll see why in a minute. Here's a quick look at the bottom of his packaging. You see his little quote is, "Chaos is the seed of victory." And we also see that he has, and let me put this box down for this, working pile drivers. Here's Alternators Rumble, Decepticon Rumble out of packaging. And you get to see his nice Honda Civic mode and his license plate. He lives in Hawaii. Look at that detail on the lights. Tailpipe. Honda logo in the front. To me, this is one of the best done car modes they gave us, with alternators, reflective side view mirrors. But it has one major flaw that I'll get to. It has the steering gimmick. The underside doesn't really show, well, it shows robot parts, but you wouldn't know what that is. Let's let you see some of the details on the interior. Open this side. Everything's in there. You can see the Honda logo on the steering wheel. Let's see if the steering wheel turns. Nope. You can see the speakers in the rear window. The trunk opens to reveal one of his weapons in there. The hood opens, show his engine, which is also a weapon. Shh. But his major flaw in this car mode, looking at front window. Hey, it looks like somebody's hiding out back there. Yes, visible head syndrome. He is the only Alternators figure with visible head syndrome. Let's get to the transformation. It's a fairly simple transformation. While I'm transforming it, I'll give you a little bit of a behind the scenes. Remove that gun. I accidentally deleted this segment, the most funnest part of any Transformer review. So now, here I am filming it again. It doesn't affect you guys, but but I just wanted to put that out there. Just me venting. Unpeg these. Unpeg that. Apparently, I see I must have broke the peg off of here, but eesh. Anywho, I usually start with the legs first. Open the hood. Unslot these. Move the bumper down, which separates as you move it down. Rotate what will be the waist. Lift these bumper pieces. Bend this hinge right here down. Rotate the foot. Fail at getting the heel spurs out. And the legs, after you separate them, are done. Rotate these doors down. Bring down the crotch panels. Bring down this cassette tape detail. Why they left that on there? I guess just to make them look more G1. Separate this. It's hard because there's a slot right there. Bring the arms down. Bring the head down. Twist the head around. And here you have Alternators Decepticon Rumble. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, what does he mean, here's Decepticon Rumble? Well, because he doesn't have any visible arms. Those are his pile drivers. There's a little button right here. Push that and boom. There goes his working pile drivers. They're spring loaded. They just pop out once. They don't just keep going back and forth like a real pile driver. And outside of this 360 rotation there, because of the ball joint and a slight added articulation right here in the shoulder due to the transformation, that is it. That is all the arm articulation he has. His head is on a ball joint, but it doesn't get much up motion unless you untransform it. The legs are awesome. They're good. Here's a waist swivel if you move these skirt flaps out the way. But what I like what they did as far as these skirt flaps, the hips are down so his legs still have a good range of motion, and then you can move them up and he still can get his legs up that much. So he has awesome legs. Swivel right there. Ball jointed ankles. So you can get him into some poses. Like this. Or this. And one thing I forgot about is his arms are on like a slide right there. So you can actually lift his shoulders a little bit higher without using that transformation joint. But it still doesn't give him an elbow. Just give him a higher arm. His accessories stand up. These two guns, they have flip out barrels. You gotta make sure this is pushed. Let me get them out. Make sure this is pulled all the way down so that when you rotate it, you can grab it on the other side. Same thing with both of them. And they go on his back. It's a little slot in the back for them to fit in. They don't really stay in tight, which is disappointing. They're tight enough, but that's just to give them a more G1 vibe. Let's look at the back of his robot. Just like most other alternators, he just looks like a car that exploded. One thing I didn't do, but it doesn't even matter, as you can see. These seats are adjustable. It does nothing for the robot mode. Anywho, let's get some comparisons in here, so I can get this guy standing up. Here he is next to some other red and black cassette guys. I don't know if you consider them to be Rumble, but whatever. The head, it's more stylized. I guess they weren't going for a super G1 look. But here's what he looked like in the cartoon. And pretty much the original toy. And here's I forgot what they're called. Unity. Of course he would be Generations over here, or Reveal the Shield, I believe is the line he was supposed to come out in. Unfortunately, Alternators Rumble doesn't have something that this guy does have. Optional pile drivers. This guy did come out years later, so of course he's going to be better. And he even has working pile drivers. Anywho. His arms are so frustrating. But if you can get around that, like, I love the car mode. I probably would only have him in car mode. And I don't know why they didn't give him elbows, at least some type of elbows. On the image, you can see that his arms are bent on the box art. He does have elbows there, but of course this toy doesn't. I can't super recommend him. He's a good novelty. I mean, if you're collecting the other alternators, I guess you need to have this guy, but as a standalone figure or a standalone Rumble, unless you have also, I guess he would be good if you had a Rumble collection. But other than that, I can't really suggest him. As always, if you like this video, please like, share, comment. All of that would make me happy. Until next time. What if I turn his arms backwards and slide this forward and open the trunks and you just have some crab hands? Oh, forget it.